Hi there. Welcome to the Alexander Graham Bell homestead. This is where Alexander Graham Bell lived when he invented the telephone.
This was
How cool was that? In the 1870s. Now, if you follow me, I'm going to show you the exact room where he invented the telephone. Come on with me.
so this is actually his mom's house, mom and dad's house. And this is the room that he lived in when he came here to visit. Or to live when he lived here.
Wow, look at that.
Let's
Look
go
at
a little further back so we get a good picture.
look at the stuff on the table. Those were the beginnings of the telephone. And look at, if you look over there, his hat. He had a top hat. Whoa, how cool is that? I want a top hat one day.
Maybe
Oh,
we'll,
and look at, he even slept in this room. This must have been his special room that his mom gave him. So cool.
so he lived in his mom's basement.
Only it's not a basement, it's a bedroom.
Wow, that's some interesting looking stuff, isn't it?
It is. Whoa.
I think that's a
It's hard to
speaker.
imagine that became a telephone.
I think that's a speaker, and that's definitely a speaker. This looks, oh, I have no idea how this all works. Wow.
So cool. Hey, look in the corner over there. How they heated the room. He must have stayed nice and toasty warm with that cute little stove.
That would have been nice. And look at that nice comfy chair.
Oh, very nice.
I have to say though, the bed looks kind of hard.
Yeah, well, I bet you it didn't matter. He was probably working at his desk all night long.
Probably.
Oh, look
Very
at that
nice.
picture. I wonder if that's him and his mom.
His mom and his dad probably.
Oh, look, he even had his very own bathroom.
Isn't that nice?
How cool.
No toilet.
Oh, well, there's probably a chamber pot, right?
But inside a tub, that's nice.
Oh, and look, plumbing.
And a
Plumbing. He had a shower. Oh, look at that.
Very nice. All right, well, we're gonna go see other parts of the room, the house, and then we gotta go.
Hi, this is our friend Addison, and he's going to tell us how all of these wonderful things that Alexander Graham Bell invented work. Ooh.
Yeah, so this right here is the first type of telephone that Alexander Graham Bell designed in 1875. How this one works is you have to lift it up and you talk through this bottom hole that's right there, all right? So when you speak into it, the sound vibrations of your voice get captured and they resonate or vibrate the small leather membrane just right on top, all right? So the vibrations of this membrane allow a small needle to go up and down inside this magnetic coil, which creates fluctuations of electromagnetic current, which is just a type of electricity, which replicates the sound of your voice. Now, this electricity is carried across two copper wires attached by these metal pieces up top. They are strung in a circuit or in a pair, and they're connected to one of these things, which is a telegraph receiver, which came before the telephone. So the person at the receiving end or the listening end, they would just hold this up to their ear, and in doing so, they could very faintly hear that person's voice. Now, it did show Alexander Graham Bell that you could send speech down a wire like he hoped you could, though he didn't consider this a working telephone because you could only hear a very small amount of the person's voice, and it could only go short distances between different rooms of his house. So he still wanted to continue improving upon it. So a year later, in 1876, he made this type of telephone, which he called a liquid telephone or liquid transmitter telephone. How this one works is you speak through the top. Like last time, the sound of your voice resonates with that small membrane right below, which allows this needle right here to dip in and out of this container, which is filled with a mixture of sulfuric acid and water. Now, sulfuric acid is what's used in car batteries today, so it worked as this battery just a bit stronger than the one electromagnet used in his first telephone. But still, like last time, it's connected by a pair of copper wires at the base, strung in a pair to another telegraph receiver. And when Alexander Graham Bell tested this telephone in Boston, his assistant, Thomas Watson, said that he could hear Alexander Graham Bell talking to him very clearly at the other end. All right? So
And that was just in the shop, right? There
Exactly. Yeah. So just different rooms of his house. So again, still very short distances, but he did consider it his first working telephone, though he still wanted to improve upon it a bit further. So in the same year of 1876, he would later design this telephone right here called a dual pole membrane telephone. So again, very similar. Speak through here. Sound of your voice resonates with this membrane, goes through 2 of these electromagnets rather than 1 to increase the amount of electromagnetic current carried across the copper wires. And again, they're strung in a circuit to a specialized receiver, which, as you'll see, has a much larger electromagnet, almost triple the size of these telegraph receivers, right? So the person at the other end would again just hold it to their ear, and when they tested it, this telephone worked the best out of these 3 models. So not only was the sound of your voice a lot clearer at the other end, but it could go much further distances of several kilometers rather than just a few meters. So that's the type of telephone used for his first long distance phone call experiments. They played music across it, and some ladies volunteered to sing a 3-part harmony. So a tinsmith from the local area made one of these out of a milk can, so you could set it at the end, and all 3 of them could sing at once at the same time.
The first microphone.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
That's amazing. Well, thank you so much.
Well,
Appreciate it.
thank you for that. That was wonderful information.
Oh, you're very welcome.
Say goodbye to our friends.
Bye.
Bye.